Hello, you're turning on the English news from Quảng Nam newspaper and radio television. I'm Lena, and here are the highlights.
Quảng Nam leaders offer incense at the provincial martyrs cemetery. Quảng Nam eliminated over 7,100 dilapidated and temporary houses in the 2023 to 2025 period. Kỳ Anh Tunnel, tunnels in the heart of the people. Quảng Nam continue to receive nomination at the 2025 World Travel Awards.
Recently, a delegation of the Provincial Party Committee, People's Council, People's Committee, and Vietnam Fatherland Front Committee of Quảng Nam solemnly held a ceremony to light flowers and offer incense in tribute to heroic martyrs at the Quảng Nam Provincial Martyrs Cemetery and the Monument of the Heroic Vietnamese Martyrs. The event commemorated the 50th anniversary of the complete liberation of the South and national reunification on April 30, 1975. Attending the ceremony were Mr. Lương Nguyễn Minh Triết, Secretary of the Provincial Party Committee, Mr. Nguyễn Đức Dũng, Standing Deputy Secretary of the Provincial Party Committee and Chairman of the Provincial People's Council, Mr. Lê Văn Dũng, Chairman of the Provincial People's Committee, and head of the Provincial National Assembly delegation, along with other leaders of the Provincial Party Committee, People's Council, People's Committee, and the Vietnam Fatherland Front Committee of Quảng Nam.
In a solemn atmosphere, Secretary Lương Nguyễn Minh Triết and the delegates observed a moment of silence and respectfully offered flowers and incense, expressing their boundless gratitude to the heroic martyrs who courageously sacrificed their life for the cause of national liberation, reunification, and the building and defense of the country. During the 2 wars of resistance against foreign invaders, Quảng Nam province lost 65,480 martyrs. Today's generation pledges to uphold and promote the revolutionary tradition, to unite and strive in labor and production, and to contribute to building a more prosperous and civilized nation worthy of the sacrifices of the martyrs. At the Monument of the Heroic Vietnamese Martyrs, Secretary Lương Nguyễn Minh Triết and the delegates respectfully laid flowers and offered incense, expressing deep reverence and gratitude for the great sacrifices and contribution of the heroic Vietnamese martyrs in the struggle for national liberation and in the building and defense of the nation. Throughout the 2 wars of resistance, Quảng Nam province was home to 15,360 heroic Vietnamese martyrs.
Recently, the Provincial People's Committee held an online meeting with the People's Committees of districts, towns, and cities to hear reports on the progress of eliminating temporary and dilapidated houses in the province during the 2023-2024 period. The meeting was chaired by Mr. Trần Anh Tuấn, Vice Chairman of the Provincial People's Committee.
According to the report from the Department of Agriculture and Environment, as of April 26, 2025, a total of 7,134 houses have been eliminated out of 11,523 targeted houses, achieving a completion rate of 61.91%. Over 267.5 billion Vietnam dong has been allocated for this purpose, reaching over 99% of the planned budget. The remaining 4,398 houses are expected to be completed by the end of 2025, with an additional funding requirement of more than 31 billion Vietnam dong. At the conference, local authorities highlighted various challenges in implementation, such as stop changes affecting project timelines. Most of the remaining households are poor or in extremely difficult circumstances, located in remote or mountainous areas with challenging terrain and poor transportation infrastructure. Additionally, some households face land ownership and documentation issues when receiving support for house replacements. Traditional customs, such as age considerations for construction, choosing auspicious days, and the shortage of construction workers also impacted the pace of implementation. In his concluding remarks, Mr. Trần Anh Tuấn urged local steering committees to maintain close oversight and push forward with the highest determination. He emphasized the need to reconcile and standardize housing data. Each locality must develop a detailed action plan with timelines and clearly defined target groups. He called for strict compliance with official document number 2864 dated April the 10th from the Provincial People's Committee regarding deadline for completing the house replacement program. Mr. Trần Anh Tuấn also requested close coordination with the Social Policy Bank to review eligible households and ensure funds are disbursed promptly based on available documentation.
The Truyen of Economic and Industrial Parks in Quảng Nam province has announced that it will organize a range of practical activities during Workers' Month 2025. These efforts aim to affirm the role, position, and significant contribution of the working class in the cause of national liberation, construction, and defense of the homeland.
With the theme Vietnamese workers pioneering into a new era, the Trade Union of Economic Zones and Industrial Parks will carry out activities such as visiting and giving gifts to workers facing difficulties, labor accidents, or occupational disease, improving the quality of workplace meals, and conducting training sessions on occupational safety and hygiene. In addition, sports events such as the 7th Mini Football Tournament for male and female union members and workers in the province economic zones and industrial park were successfully held, attracting 36 teams. A youth festival for young workers is also expected to take place in mid-May. These meaningful and practical activities highlight the trade union's role in protecting the legitimate rights and interests of its members and contribute to caring for the material and spiritual well-being of workers across the province.
Ladies and gentlemen, half a century has passed since the country was fully liberated, yet in the follow of memory, the key tunnels located in Tam Thang Commune, Tam Kỳ City continue to quietly preserve the preserved trace of a harsh wartime era. On the occasion of the 50th anniversary of the liberation of the South and national reunification, April 30, 1975, April 30, 2025, journeys back to the roots, filled with reverence and gratitude, are being extended by generations of visitors.
Guided by Mr. Huỳnh Kim Ta, a passionate tour guide who has been attached to the Kỳ Anh Tunnel since childhood, visitors are introduced to wartime artifacts weathered by time. With these objects, Mr. Ta vividly recounts stories of a time when locals defended their village barehanded. The seemingly simple tools such as hoes, shovel, and wooden stick were, in fact, vital weapons in a difficult resistance. Each artifact tells a story. Each item is a piece of memory that the people of Patang village will never forget. During the fiercest years, from 1965 to 1967, the soldiers and people of Kỳ Anh fought 1,020 battles against the enemy, eliminated 3,750 enemy troops, shot down 3 aircraft, and destroyed many military vehicles of various kinds. Continuing the journey is the entrance to the command bunker, the heart of the tunnel system. Here, secret meetings and critical command took place in narrow, dimly lit spaces, lit only by oil lamp. From these humble bunkers, the people of Quảng bravely organized combat forces, steadfastly holding the land and village, contributing alongside the entire province to the historic spring 1975 victory. This is the command bunker where leaders devise military strategies. It has 4 connecting tunnels, allowing for easy coordination, combat planning, and escape. Visitors here not only get to experience the interconnected tunnel system stretching over 32 kilometers, but also visit landmarks such as Thạch Tân Communal House, the ancient well, and the centuries-old royalties in Thạch Tân village. Each stop is a vivid slice of history, recalling the days when people lived and fought underground. I feel very happy and proud to visit and learn about the Quảng Tunnel. This is where our ancestors fought and sacrificed so that we can enjoy peace today. I promise to study and train well to live up to the sacrifice of the generations before us. This year, in the sacred atmosphere commemorating 50 years of liberation, the Quảng Tunnel have become an even more meaningful destination for pilgrimages, historical remembrance, and gratitude. In just the first 4 months of 2025, the tunnel welcomed around 2,000 visitors. These included not only veterans returning to relive their memories, but also young people eager to listen, reflect, and truly appreciate the value of today's freedom and peace.
At the 2025 World Travel Awards, Quảng Nam tourism continues to affirm its position on the regional tourism map by being nominated in the category of Asia's leading local tourism authority.
Notably, Hội An has also earned the honor of being nominated in 2 important categories: Asia's leading cultural city destination and Vietnam's leading cultural destination. In 2024, the Quảng Nam Department of Culture, Sport and Tourism was awarded the title of Asia's leading local tourism authority, while the ancient town of Hội An received the title of Asia's leading cultural city destination for the 5th time. These recognitions from international friends and partners serve as both validation and motivations for Quảng Nam tourism sectors to continue tapping into its potential in a green and sustainable direction, constantly innovating, enhancing product and service quality, and expanding its appeal to attract international tourists to explore and fully experience Quảng Nam, in particular in Vietnam as a whole.
According to the list of the top 10 most hospitable cities in Vietnam, as part of the Travelers Review Awards 2025 recently announced by Booking.com, Hội An proudly took the top spot. This marks the 2nd consecutive year of the city has received this honor.
Following Hội An, Ninh Bình ranks the 2nd thanks to its majestic lifestyle landscapes and rich cultural depth. Hà Giang came in 3rd with its rugged terrain and diverse ethnic identity, making an ideal destination for adventure-seeking travelers. The list also included other cities such as Cao Bằng, Phú Quốc, Cát Bà, Sapa, and Hạ Long. Additionally, Booking.com announced the top 5 most hospitable regions in Vietnam for 2025, which included Kiên Giang, Ninh Bình, Quảng Nam, Hà Giang, and Lào Cai. Based on over 360 million reviews from global travelers, the Traveler Review Awards recognized more than 13,000 accommodation partners in Vietnam for their outstanding service, contributing to an elevated travel experience.
We had to wrap up our news for today. Please update it with the latest news by following us on social media and visiting our website qrt.vn. Thank you for joining us. I see you next time.